a lot of people might not even watch this video because this is not entertaining. It's not gossip. It's not breaking someone down. It's just me really going through a moment of where I'm reflecting back on the interview because it was powerful. It was moving to me. And that's one thing that I can give Shannon Sharp. He has a multitude of guests on there. So, and they talk about a lot of things. And some people will say, I don't know if he was the best person to interview her. Actually, he was. And let me tell you why I think so. I think he was the best person to interview because some people feel like he wasn't equipped to deal with someone who is as smart as Amanda Seals, but that would, to me, indirectly say that you don't think he's so smart because of what, right? I don't think so at all. I think it was perfect because we were able to see the dynamics in action. We were able to see them both go back and the different perspectives. What she said and what he heard often was played out like that's not what I said. Right. And then moments to where, they were saying the same thing about, hey, let's just respect each other's views. But then oftentimes people want to force her to accept their view and not really consider hers at all. It happens a lot. And I'm going to go back to where she was talking about play the game. And he asked her a question. He said, do you feel that you had it easier because you knew how to play the game? And she said, I don't know if it was easier, right? And he's, for perspective, he was like, but you knew all the things that you had to do. You knew you had to work harder. You knew you had to be smarter. You knew you had to do all of these things just to get in. And she was like, okay, fair. I did. But her point still was missed. Her point was, why do I have to significantly work harder than anyone else just to get a minuscule amount of what others get right off the fucking bat? The point was completely missed. When I tell y'all, like, the interview had gotten so deep. And she said when she started, she said, listen, I'm not going to get into my feelings. I'm going to tell you the events. I'm going to tell you what happened. I'm going to tell you what I did, what they did, and how we got here. She said, notice that when I go through all of these accounts, you won't hear me talk about my feelings. So for those who are coming in, we're talking about Club Shay Shay and Amanda Steele's interview. You won't hear me talk about my feelings while I'm going through the events of what took place. And I could see someone saying, after listening to everything that she talked about, I can hear someone saying, oh, I wonder what she did though. I wonder what she said, like something she had to do, something that, she couldn't, it ain't that simple. And I have to admit, I've thought those same things in instances like that. Not for her, but in my, situation with someone who's similar minded. And, that's so unfair. And I found myself in that moment, and this is something that we do, people of color. It is amazing how we will side with the masses to feel superior, to feel better than, or to not fuck up a bag. When all you have to do is just do the right thing, period. Like, we get that there's a bigger check when you fuck over people. I'll pause while somebody disagree. How many times have we seen people fuck over people for a bag?